Welcome to Amazing Life One Channel Guides. Today you watching Olivia Newton-John. Actress, dancer, entrepreneur, singer, songwriter, activist. Lifestyle biography and beautiful photos. I hope you enjoy this video. Like, share, subscribe channel. Thank you for watching video. Your favorite actress, model, singer, celebrity biography, photos, images. If you want to see, please comment.
Starting.
Nickname Livy, the goddess, lovely Livy, Olivia Neutron Bomb, ONJ. Gender female. Age 74 years old, in 2023. Date of birth September 26, 1948. Real name Olivia Newton-John, AC, O. Profession actress, dancer, entrepreneur, singer, songwriter, activist. Nationality British. Birthplace Cambridge, United Kingdom. Zodiac sign Libra. Height, weight and physical stats. Body measurements 3'1", 2'4", 3'3" inches. Body type slim. Height 5 feet 6 inches, 1.68 meters. Weight 60 kilograms, 132 pounds. Waist 24 inches. Hair color blonde. Eye color light blue. Shoe size 8 US. Dress size 6 US. Olivia Newton-John. Education. School. Christ Church Grammar School. College. University High School. Olivia Newton-John. Career. Profession. Actress, dancer, entrepreneur, singer, songwriter, activist. Known for Sandy Olsen. Debut. Film. Funny Things Happen Down Under, 1966. TV series. Time for Jerry, 1995. Net worth. USD $40 million, approximately. Family and relatives. Father. Brinley, Bryn, Newton-John. Mother. Irene Helena. Brother. Hugh Newton-John. Sister. Rona. Marital status. Married. Husband. John Easterling M. 2008 Mad Latanzi M. 1984-1995. Children. 1. Daughter. Chloe Rose Latanzi. Past relationships. Mad Latanzi 1984-1995. Patrick McDermott 1996-2005. Lee Kramer 1974-1979. Bruce Welch 1968-1972. Ian Turpie 1964-1965. Biography. Dame Olivia Newton-John, AC, DBE, born the 26th of September 1948, is an English-born Australian singer, songwriter, actress, dancer, entrepreneur and activist. She is a 4-time Grammy Award winner who has amassed 5 number 1 and 10 other top 10 Billboard Hot 100 singles, and 2 number 1 Billboard 200 albums. 11 of her singles, including 2 platinum, and 14 of her albums, including 2 platinum and 4 2x platinum, have been certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America (RIAA). She has sold an estimated 100 million records worldwide, making her one of the world's best-selling artists of all time. She starred in the 1978 musical film Grease, and its soundtrack is one of the most successful in history, with the single, You're the One That I Want, with co-star John Travolta, one of the best-selling singles of all time. Newton-John has been a longtime activist for environmental and animal rights issues. She has been an advocate for health awareness, becoming involved with various charities, health products and fundraising efforts. Her business interests have included launching several product lines for Koala Blue and co-owning the Gaia Retreat and Spa in Australia. Newton-John has been married twice. She is the mother of 1 daughter, Chloe Latanzi, with her first husband, actor Mad Latanzi. She married John Easterling in 2008. Early life. Newton-John was born in Cambridge, England, to Welshman Brinley, Bryn, Newton-John 1914-1992, and Irene Helena née born 1914-2003. Her Jewish maternal grandfather, Nobel Prize-winning physicist Max Born, fled with his family to England from Germany before World War II to escape the Nazi regime. Newton-John's maternal grandmother was of paternal Jewish ancestry as well. She is a 3rd cousin of comedian Ben Elton. Her maternal great-grandfather was jurist Victor Ehrenberg, and her matrilineal great-grandmother's father was jurist Rudolf von Düring. Newton-John's father was an MI5 officer on the Enigma project at Bletchley Park who took Rudolf Hess into custody during World War II. After the war he became headmaster at Cambridgeshire High School for Boys and was in that role when Olivia was born. Newton-John is the youngest of 3 children, following brother Hugh 1939-2019, a doctor, and sister Rona 1941-2013, an actress who was married to Grease co-star Jeff Conaway from 1980 until their divorce in 1985. In 1954, when Olivia was 6, the Newton-Johns emigrated to Melbourne, Australia, where her father worked as a professor of German and as Master of Ormond College at the University of Melbourne. She attended Christ Church Grammar School, and then University High School near Ormond College. Career beginnings. At 14, Newton-John formed a short-lived all-girl group, Sol 4, with 3 classmates often performing in a coffee shop owned by her brother-in-law. She became a regular on local Australian radio and television shows including HSV7's The Happy Show where she performed as Lovely Livy. She also appeared on The Go Show where she met future duet partner, singer Pat Carroll, and future music producer, John Farrar. Carroll and Farrar would later marry. She entered and won a talent contest on the television program Sing, 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 hosted by 1960s Australian icon Johnny O'Keefe, performing the songs, Anyone Who Had a Heart, and Everything's Coming Up Roses. She was initially reluctant to use the prize she had won, a trip to Great Britain, but traveled there nearly a year later after her mother encouraged her to broaden her horizons. Newton-John recorded her first single, Till You Say You'll Be Mine, in Britain for Decca Records in 1966. While in Britain, Newton-John missed her then-boyfriend, Ian Turpie, with whom she had co-starred in an Australian telefilm, Funny Things Happen Down Under. She repeatedly booked trips back to Australia that her mother would subsequently cancel. Newton-John's outlook changed when Pat Carroll moved to the UK. The two formed a duo called Pat and Olivia, and toured nightclubs in Europe. In one incident, they were booked at Paul Raymond's Revue in Soho, London. Dressed primly in frilly, high-collared dresses, they were unaware that this was a strip club until they began to perform on stage. After Carroll's visa expired, forcing her to return to Australia, Newton-John remained in Britain to pursue solo work until 1975. Newton-John was recruited for the group Tomorrow, formed by American producer Don Kirshner. In 1970, the group starred in a science fiction musical, film and recorded an accompanying soundtrack album, on RCA Records, both named after the group. That same year the group made 2 single recordings, You're My Baby Now, Goin' Back, and I Could Never Live Without Your Love, Roll Like a River. Neither track became a chart success and the project failed with the group disbanding early success. Newton-John released her first solo album, If Not For You, US No. 158 Pop, in 1971. In the UK, the album was known as Olivia Newton-John. The title track, written by Bob Dylan and previously recorded by former Beatle George Harrison for his 1970 album All Things Must Pass, was her first international hit. US No. 25 Pop, number 1 adult contemporary AC. Her follow-up single, Banks of the Ohio, was a top 10 hit in the UK and Australia. She was voted Best British Female Vocalist 2 years in a row by the magazine Record Mirror. She made frequent appearances on Cliff Richard's weekly show, It's Cliff Richard, and starred with him in the telefilm The Case. In 1972, Newton-John's second UK album, Olivia, was released but never formally issued in the United States, where her career floundered after If Not For You. Subsequent singles including Banks of the Ohio, number 94 Pop, number 34 AC, and remakes of George Harrison's What Is Life, number 34 AC, and John Denver's Take Me Home, Country Roads, number 119 Pop made minimal impact on the Hot 100. However, her fortune changed with the release of Let Me Be There in 1973. The song reached the American top 10 on the Pop number 6 Country No. 7 and AC No. 3 charts and earned her a Grammy for Best Country Female and an Academy of Country Music Award for Most Promising Female Vocalist. Her second American album, named Let Me Be There after the hit single, was actually her third in Britain, where the LP was known as Music Makes My Day. The record was also called Let Me Be There in Australia. However, the US and Canadian versions featured an alternate track list that mixed new cuts with selections from Olivia and also recycled 6 songs from If Not For You, which was going out of print. In 1974, Newton-John represented the United Kingdom in the Eurovision Song Contest with the song, Long Live Love. The song was chosen for Newton-John by the British public out of 6 possible entries. Newton-John later admitted that she disliked the song. Newton-John finished 4th at the contest held in Brighton behind ABBA's winning Swedish entry, Waterloo. All 6 Eurovision contest song candidates, Have Love, Will Travel, Loving You Ain't Easy, Long Live Love, Someday, Angel Eyes, and Hands Across the Sea, were recorded by Newton-John and included on her Long Live Love album, her first for the EMI Records label. The Long Live Love album was released in the US and Canada as If You Love Me, Let Me Know. All the Eurovision entries were dropped for different and more country-flavored tunes intended to capitalize on the success of Let Me Be There. The North American outing not only used selections from Long Live Love but also Olivia and Music Makes My Day, and only the titular cut was new. If You Love Me, Let Me Know's title track was in fact its first single and reached No. 5 pop, No. 2 country, her best country position to date, and No. 2 AC. The next single, I Honestly Love You, became Newton-John's signature song. Written and composed by Jeff Barry and Peter Allen, the ballad became her first pop number 1, staying there for 2 weeks, second AC number 1, for 3 weeks, and third top 10 country number 6 hit, and earned Newton-John 2 more Grammys for Record of the Year and Best Pop Vocal Performance, Female. The success of both singles helped the album reach number 1 on both the Pop 1 Week and Country 8 Weeks albums charts. In the UK and Australia, If You Love Me, Let Me Know was featured on compilations titled First Impressions and Great Hits. First Impressions respectively. In America, Newton-John's country success sparked a debate among purists, who took issue with a foreigner singing country-flavored pop music being equated with native Nashville artists. In addition to her Grammy for Let Me Be There, Newton-John was also named the Country Music Association Female Vocalist of the Year in 1974, defeating more established Nashville-based nominees Loretta Lynn, Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker, as well as Canadian artist Anne Murray. This protest, in part, led to the formation of the short-lived Association of Country Entertainers ACE. Newton-John was eventually supported by the country music community. Stella Parton, Dolly's sister, recorded Ode to Olivia, and Newton-John recorded her 1976 album, Don't Stop Believin', in Nashville. Encouraged by expatriate Australian singer Helen Reddy, Newton-John left the UK and moved to the US. Newton-John topped the Pop 1 Week and Country 6 Weeks albums charts with her next album, Have You Never Been Mellow. The album generated 2 singles, the John Farrar penned title track No. 1 Pop, No. 3 Country, No. 1 AC, and Please Mr. Please, No. 3 Pop, No. 5 Country, No. 1 AC. However, her pop career cooled with the release of her next album, Clearly Love. Her streak of 5 consecutive gold top 10 singles on the Billboard Hot 100 ended when the album's first single, Something Better to Do, stopped at number 13, also No. 19 Country and No. 1 AC. Although her albums still achieved gold status, she did not return to the top 10 on the Hot 100 or Billboard 200 charts again until 1978. Newton-John's singles continued to easily top the AC chart, where she ultimately amassed 10 number 1 singles including a record 7 consecutively. I Honestly Love You, 1974, 3 weeks. Have You Never Been Mellow, 1975, 1 week. Please Mr. Please, 1975, 3 weeks. Something Better to Do, 1975, 3 weeks. Let It Shine, He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother, 1976, 2 weeks. Come On Over, 1976, 1 week. Don't Stop Believin', 1976, 1 week. Personal life, relationships. In 1968, Newton-John was engaged to but never married Bruce Welch, one of her early producers and co-writer of her hit, Please Mr. Please. In 1972, Newton-John ended her relationship with Welch, who subsequently tried to commit suicide. In 1973, while vacationing on the French Riviera, Newton-John met British businessman Lee Kramer, who became both her new boyfriend and manager. After relocating to America in 1975, Newton-John lived with Kramer on and off, and they stayed a couple for much of the remaining decade. However, Newton-John called their turbulent pairing one long breakup. Newton-John set up residence in Malibu, California, where throughout the years she has owned various properties, including a horse ranch and numerous beach homes. Newton-John married her longtime boyfriend, actor Matt Lattanzi, in December 1984. The couple had met 4 years earlier while filming Xanadu. They divorced in 1995. It has been suggested that the disparity between her spiritual interests and his more earthly ones was a key factor in the dissolution. Their daughter, Chloe Rose, was born in January 1986. Newton-John met gaffer cameraman Patrick McDermott a year after her 1995 divorce from Matt Lattanzi. The couple dated on and off for 9 years. McDermott disappeared following a 2005 fishing trip off the Californian coast. Newton-John, who was in Australia at her Gaia retreat and spa at the time of his disappearance, was never a suspect in McDermott's disappearance. A U.S. Coast Guard investigation, based on then available evidence and released in 2008, suggests Ed McDermott was lost at sea. In April 2010, a private investigator, hired by an American television program, claimed that McDermott was alive in Mexico, and had faked his death for life insurance fraud, but did not provide proof beyond their own statement that they were confident. Newton-John married John Easterling, founder and president of the Amazon River Company, in a Lincoln spiritual ceremony in Peru on the 21st of June 2008, followed by a legal ceremony 9 days later on Jupiter Island, Florida. Residences. In June 2009, Newton-John and Easterling purchased a new $4.1 million home in Jupiter Inlet, Florida. In 2013, a contractor named Christopher Perizlati committed suicide on the estate, which at the time was up for sale. Following the death on the premises, the property lingered on and off the market for several years but was eventually bought